Really.
I know that pretty much everybody has already made this exact same video, but what the heck, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on E3 so far. Firstly, there's been some pretty cool games from all sides. It's been better than E3 last year, I think. And we haven't even seen Nintendo or Sony yet as of making this video, so it's probably gonna get even better as we go along. I watched Bethesda's presentation yesterday with Rich of Review Tech USA, the fat, bald cucumber man. And it was okay. It wasn't bad. There's nothing to text home about, but it wasn't bad. Honestly, I liked it more than he did. The games showcased were fine, but we've already played them. Skyrim came out 6 years ago. Holy moly. I will admit that wielding the Master Sword and Hylian Shield and that iconic blue tunic was pretty cool to see in Elder Scrolls. Other than that, they had the Elder Scrolls Legends, a card game for mobile, the Elder Scrolls Online, again. Oh, and they had Elder Scrolls in the Chamber of Secrets, the Elder Scrolls Reloaded, the Elder Scrolls Vice City, the Elder Scrolls Utter has shriveled up into a dry, shrunken nub of its former self. To be fair though, the new Wolfenstein game looks cool. I don't really like first-person shooters that much, or gritty gore fests in general. Most of them anyway. But this game looks pretty cool. And my first-person shooter was Wolfenstein 3D on Super Nintendo. Probably the worst possible way to experience that game, but I had fun. And I graduated onto some GoldenEye and so on, Halo, so forth. But yeah, that game looks pretty cool. I do hope that they don't take things very seriously. I want to see the wackiest, zaniest action ever. I want Duke Nukem level insanity. You know, I want the boss of the game to be Duke Nukem. You literally can't beat him. No one beats Duke. But yeah, I want this game to be crazy with a capital K. Look at the first game. Well, not technically the first Wolfenstein game, but look at Wolfenstein 3D rather. The boss of that game was Robot Hitler. Holy dang. Microsoft show was, it was good. It was fine. Sea of Thieves has me interested. It looks like something completely new and different, and I don't know, maybe it's a lot of fun. We'll see. I'm certainly looking forward to it. It's from Rare. It's from Rare, but that doesn't really mean much. Most of the original people from Rare have left since the golden age. The age of the DK Dizzle. It's just an empty name at this point, but the game looks promising. Hopefully it's not another No Man's Sky situation, but with pirates. Oh, and I just want to say that I hate the name of the new Xbox console. And I'm convinced at this point that they intentionally give their products stupid names so people talk about them. Like I'm doing right now. I bet in 10 years we're going to be saying something like, "Oh, did you hear about the new Xbox 57 varieties?" Alright, right now we already have the Xbox One, which is their third console. We got Windows 10. Where's 9? I don't remember 9. If you don't know, the official name of Project Scorpio, Microsoft's mid-generation refresh console, it's the Xbox One X. Just look at that name. It looks like a crappy Call of Duty username. You got enough X's? Maybe the 3 X's are a bit of subliminal advertising. The sex box. One of the reasons I think the name is dumb, though, is because they already have the Xbox One S. You know some little boy or girl is gonna ask their parents for an Xbox One X for Christmas. The parents are gonna hear this, see the Xbox One S, and think, "Oh, well, this is what she asked for. Why you gotta ruin Christmas, Microsoft, huh?" Anyways, dumb names aside, their new console will be about $500, which it isn't bad. It's a lot, but it's not bad. I expected it to cost that much. I think the console will ultimately do okay when Christmas comes around. I just don't see myself picking it up personally. Pretty much all the games for it are coming out on the PC and the original Xbox One. What are they thinking? So what sells a console? It's games, and right now there's just no justification to pay $500 to play games that you can already play on PC and the original Xbox One. The original Xbox. It feels so weird saying the original Xbox One. Alright, so we have the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, then the original Xbox One, and then the Xbox One S, and then finally we have the Xbox One X, and soon we'll have the Xbox 7010 GX2 Alpha Turbo Edition. 'Tis confusion. I'm not hating on Microsoft or anything. I want to see every game developer do well, and I want there to be great competition from all sides, be it Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, heck, even Sega. If they announced a Dreamcast 2, I'd be hyped for it. I'd get it. I'd probably pick it up. I want to see all game companies duke it out for my money, and I want to see them compete to be the best. Moving on, Ori and the Will of the Wisp looks amazing. And by that I mean the visuals look amazing because we saw a grand total of 0 gameplay. I mean, the art is certainly great. Didn't see any gameplay whatsoever, so yeah, that's what I want to see. No gameplay at all, just a pre-rendered trailer that says absolutely nothing about the game. The graphics were good, but other than that, it was a terrible trailer. It didn't tell me anything about the game they're trying to sell. To be fair though, it's safe to assume that it's going to be a Metroidvania style game, like its predecessor. It's probably going to be a pretty stellar title, to be honest. I love that type of game. Give me a huge Metroid-like labyrinthine world to explore, filled with upgrades and bosses and lore. That's what I like. And I think this game will ultimately deliver. I'm just super disappointed with the trailer is all. Also, come on, a sad owl looking at the remains of his dead parents, that doesn't get me hyped for the game, that's just sad. Let's see, there's Forza Motorsport 7. I didn't know there was a 6, to be honest. Or a 5. But, cool. And there's obviously a lot of fans of this, and that's great, it's a beloved series. It's just not my cup of mustard. Other than that, there was Crackdown 3, State of Decay. I don't know, it was a pretty okay show overall. It was far from bad. Let's see, EA. Let's talk about EA, ranked the most hated company in the United States 2 years in a row. There's worse companies than EA. They had, Madden. Actually, they're doing something a little different this time with Madden. Or at least I think they haven't done this before, I'm not sure. I don't keep up with Madden. There's actually a story mode this time. A little bit of football drama. Okay. I don't think that's really what people were asking for, but it's nice to see them trying something new. I mean, what more can you add to the game of football at this point? Football has already been established. You can't add anything to it. What if Madden 54 comes out and they say, "Oh, you have guns now"? No, what are you talking about? That's just the game. That's football. Unless you're Nintendo, you can't just update sports. For Madden NFL football, it's always going to be football, and so the only reason to buy a new Madden game every year is to see what new modes and gimmicks they tack on to it. Also, please bring Shrek to Madden. That's what I want to see. Dude, you hear about the new Shrek mode? Other than Madden, there was a new game called Anthem. That looks like a good movie. I just wasn't feeling it, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be well received and all. It's pretty, but it doesn't seem to have any heart. Looks like yet another gritty sci-fi set-piece simulator that people will probably love, but I'm just not into it personally. I don't know, I'm being harsh. I'm interested to see more. Oh, it's gonna be buggy as heck when it releases 6 months before it's done. What else? Oh, let's talk about ye old Namkai Bando. What's Bando? Let's talk about ye old Bandai Namco Entertainment. Firstly, Code Vein has me super interested. It's like a post-apocalyptic vampire, anime-inspired action RPG. I like the trailer too. It gave a brief setup of the world and jumps right into gameplay. That's what I really want to see. Story's nice, but ultimately I want to see that gameplay first and foremost. The gameplay looks fun. It's like Bayonetta meets Dark Souls. That's what I got from it, at least. I like that the graphics aren't realistic. I hate realistic character graphics most of the time. It's just uncanny and creepy. It's like that crappy Mars Needs Moms movies where the characters look almost real but not quite, so it just ends up looking creepy. I don't want my games to look like Orville Redenbacher. Anyone remember those creepy Orville Redenbacher ads where they reanimated him, but he was like CGI? But anyways, I much prefer an interesting art style. Games like that tend to age better. That's why Wind Waker still looks good today. I mean, look at indie games. They're all going for that retro look these days. But you don't see anyone going for that early PS1 3D look like Tomb Raider. Well, not bad for the times, but come on, that game's graphics have aged like fine milk. It looks awful today. Yeah, but Code Vein, though, it looks super cool. I'm interested to see more. You know, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one. I want to know more about it. You know, I want to know the story and the characters and what the gameplay is like, and yeah, we'll see. Very interested. See what else? Oh, there was a new Dragon Ball Z game. Let's see, what was it called? Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That's what it was called. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I haven't really played much of the Dragon Ball Z games, but I know there's a lot of fans for it, and they do look pretty fun. I wanted to talk about this game though because the art style caught my eye. I think this is the closest that cell shading has ever looked to actual 2D animation. Yeah, really, this game looked like the show. That's such a joy to see. The gameplay itself looks about as frantic and full of energy as the show does. Very interested to see more of this one. Let's see what else. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom is coming out. I never got to play the first game, but I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I really like it too. Anyways, I look forward to seeing more of this game. Let's talk about Sega for a second. You know, Sonic Mania is what I'm hyped for. That game's everything I want it to be. I can't wait to pick it up. Sonic Forces though it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just less excited for that game than I am for Sonic Mania. It looks fine. I mean, I love the graphics and sound and the fact that you can make your own characters in Sonic Forces. DeviantArt users are having wet dreams as I speak. I'm looking forward to both games nonetheless. Let's talk about ye old Square Enix. So far as of recording this, they've talked about 3 games. The big one, of course, is Kingdom Hearts 3. But I gotta keep it real. I'm not very hyped for it, to be honest. I know there's only like negative 13 people in the world who don't just worship Kingdom Hearts, so I'm sorry. I haven't played much of the series, but I think the gameplay is kinda okay. The story makes no sense, and the platforming is just awful. The big selling point, of course, is the world and the characters, and that's fine. I love Disney and Final Fantasy. And it's a good melding of the two, I think. Despite what I have to say, it's a great series, and it does its own thing. I have nothing but respect for that. I'm not trying to hate on it at all. I just haven't really gotten into the series is all. I hope it's awesome, and I hope people love it. See what's next. Is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft? I always forget how to pronounce it. What do they got this year? Well, they got Assassin's Creed again. Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not really into it. However, everything about this game looks stunning. It looks amazing and fun. It's just that I've already played this game. This is the 10th installment in the series, and that's not even counting the 918 spin-offs. Look, none of the games are really bad. They're fun and well made, aside from the myriad of technical issues. I just feel like each installment has no good reason to exist. They're all just so samey, in my opinion. With that being said, the game does look cool, and I hope it does well. We'll see. See, there was Detroit Beyond Human. You know, that looks like a good movie. There was Beyond Good and Evil 2. That looks like a good movie. You know, again, that's what I want to see in a game trailer. All story, no gameplay at all, no in-game graphics. You know, tell me nothing about what kind of game it is. That's what I want. They've probably spent millions of dollars on this trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2, and it says nothing. I don't know what this game is. It's pretty, it's well acted, but it's not a video game trailer. There's no game to be seen. I don't know, I'm just not into this one at all at this point, but who knows, maybe it'll be great, and I hope it is great. I don't ever hope a game's bad, that's just, I want all games to be good. There's a Far Cry 5, I haven't really seen anything from it yet, so I won't talk about it much. Not really my cup of mud. I know a lot of people are hyped for it, and that's great, that's fine. I do have one Nintendo game to talk about today. I'll probably make a whole separate video just talking about Nintendo shows, since I mostly play Nintendo games, to be honest. And maybe I'll do a video for Sony as well. I always like to see what they come up with. As of recording this, they've yet to give their shows, of course. Anyways, I want to talk about Mario plus Rabbids. It actually looks pretty cool. We didn't see much from the trailer, but I'm digging it. It's a Mario strategy game where rabbits have invaded the universe. It looks really interesting to me. Most of the trailer was pre-rendered though, but there was some gameplay in there. I love what Nintendo is doing overall though. Handing out the keys to their most beloved IP for to let someone else make something new. Granted, it hasn't always worked in their favor.
Oh boy! I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok!
Apparently this is a turn-based strategy RPG. With co-op, I might add. I like this because it's something different, it's something new. I didn't see this coming. Well, actually, we all saw this coming, because it leaked 900 years ago. Thanks, Laura Kate Dale. I bet next you're gonna leak my Christmas presents before I open them, and it's gonna be awful. Why you gotta ruin Christmas, Laura Kate Dale, huh? Apparently this game has been in development for 3 years now, so maybe they've got something great here. Maybe this is the next Super Mario RPG. I won't hold my breath, but yeah, here's hoping. I hope it's great. They also had Just Dance 2018. Well, I don't care what anyone says, Just Dance is a blast to play. I love dance games in general. This is coming out for the Switch, the Wii U, and the Wii. I'm still holding out for that GameCube version though. Where's that at? South Park, the fractured but whole. It's probably going to be a riot. I know it's going to be great. I love South Park, and the last season was kind of weak overall, but the writing of South Park is still strong and a joy, and this game will probably be something great. I've seen every episode and played a lot of the games, not all of them. I love that they're doing the superhero thing this time around though. It's the perfect time to do this, I think. I'm pretty confident that this will be a pretty good game. I know it's going to be hilarious. And I know I'm in the minority here, but I'm actually hyped for that new Bubsy. Bubsy 1 and 2 on Super Nintendo are my guilty pleasures. They're not great games. They're not, but I love them. I've beaten both of them somehow. Even though they're impossible and you die in just one hit, they're not great games. I'm not going to sit here and say they're great. They're not. And I'll be the first to say that Bubsy 3D was not good. It was not. In fact, I'd say it's within the top 15 worst games of all time, easily. It's that bad. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this new Bubsy. It's called Bubsy, The Woolies Strike Back, so looking forward to seeing more of that. It's being made by the same people behind the Great Gianna Sisters reboot, so the game is in good hands, I think. I have a good feeling about this one. I just have a good feeling. Anyways, those are just some random games that have me interested. I'm waiting for Sony and especially Nintendo's presentation. I can't wait to see what Nintendo has in store. No one builds hype like they can. Again, I'll most likely make a video giving my thoughts on that. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up, skis. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you'd like to see more videos of me talking about things, I could do that. And as always, stay squirrely.